Cheers.
I grew up in Southern California, Orange County, and I was lucky to grow up in a neighborhood that was skateboards and BMX. The other neighborhood was all surfers, and the other neighborhood was all cars. So we all got to high school. My friends got girlfriends in Camaros. My other friends moved to the beach. You know, my friends stayed with skateboards and bicycles. I was lucky enough to compete and find enough skill to keep doing it my whole life. And got to live the dream for 10 years longer than I thought, so I'm still enjoying it as much as I can. Started entering contests, the CAS organization, California Amateur Skateboard League, and you had to win a contest in one category to move to the next level. After I get up to the shop-sponsored level, Santa Cruz Skateboards picked me up, and I was very thankful they were one of the hardcore teams at the time, along with Powell. You couldn't ride for a better team, you know, and I got to be sponsored by them and travel and do contests, and I kept plugging away at it, and my family supported me, and just it was a good time. Because back then, skateboarding, still to this day, skateboarding is very hard, and usually the guy who wins is the guy that stays on his board the whole time. You always want to see your friends do well, so when you went to a contest, there's never any performance advantage. It's not like car racing where you look at someone's skateboard and went, wow, they're going to rip today, look at his board. It was all just your personal skill level, and you just wanted to do the best you can. It was kind of a competition with yourself. If you made all your tricks and didn't fall, you probably won. Get in the sport because everybody was your friend. If you saw a skateboard sticker on a car, that was your new best buddy, and you were into the same music, the same style of things. Nowadays, I don't want to say it's more of a jockey sport, but there's light in it. So people are like, I want to get good into skateboard so I can get a shoe sponsor, I want to ride for Target, I want my own clothing company. There wasn't that one. You just wanted to be rad. You'd want to be the rad guy in the neighborhood and get the girl. That was just kind of the aspect of it. There was no money. You know, if you were a pro and you won a contest in the 80s, you got like $100, $500. But I was very lucky that I was, you know, skilled enough and had the opportunity to pursue those careers and be able to go do that. I mean, to stand on top of a vert ramp deck in front of a crowd of people, and I was Evel Knievel. So I had to fly through the sunshine, you know, in my face, and that's great. It wasn't until the late 90s or even this new millennium that you started seeing the big purses come in with enough to make a living off of.
There you go, there you go.
You know, when I was young and you were 25 years old, you were an old guy. Now the average skateboarder's in their 30s and they're married with children and they're sponsored by Ford. And that's great, you know. And there's nothing like getting on a plane and, you know, you fly to some random state, you get off, and you got to go out and find some random rad thing to ride. I mean, I come from the generation we called the show up and blow up era, which means you really didn't train. You'd go to a contest and no one was practicing. Everyone was sitting in the bleachers drinking beer. And if you went out there and started practicing your run, they'd kind of call you a jock, because if you're out practicing your run all day, and then you do that run during the contest, everyone's like, big deal, he's been doing that run all day. So you kind of had to sit there and act cool and not show any of your moves, and then go bust out on your final run of the contest.
Right.
And if I had trained differently, I probably would have learned more, done better. But it was all about the atmosphere, and you know, it wasn't just about winning. It was about impressing your buddies and kind of just showing up and doing your dance move. But it was all about your personality and your character, and how you work with the team, and you went on road trips, and you spent 3 weeks on the road in a van full of teenage kids. You had to be a little crazy, but you had to tone it down enough where you were somewhat responsible and didn't get in too much trouble. You know, when you're young and, you know, a girl winks at you and you're like, all right, you know, I'm cool, you know. My wife did something. My wife pushes me to skateboard. She can tell if I'm cranky. She says, go out and ride again. And if I don't feel like skating, she says, no, go skate today and do a rad trick and impress me. So I still get to impress my wife, so I'm pretty stoked on that. It's great because you don't really need a big arena for it. You can hop out of your front door onto your local curb and you can do your thing. And that's what's so great about skateboarding. It's all about you. You and dancing on your wheels. So it's very self-efficient.
Sweet deal, sweet deal.